Part of making a Café Racer from a production motorcycle is deciding where and how to hide the wiring and electronics. From the factory, this CB750 had everything hidden in the tail section or the battery housing. For this build, it was decided to hide everything under the seat, and this is how it was done. First, we start with a piece of 16 gauge sheet metal and mark how it should be cut to fit the frame rails. On the bench, we complete the marks to cut the piece to size. Then we can take an angle grinder with a cutoff wheel and cut everything to size. After cutting the sheet metal, we can test fit it, then remove the paint from the frame with a roll-lock disc so we can weld. From there, the electrical tray is secured in place with a clamp and then welded. And then we repeat the welding on the other side. When the welding is complete, we can take an angle grinder with a sanding disc to clean up the welds. This part usually takes longer than the actual welding does. After everything has been painted, it looks something like this. This still leaves the battery tray, which I'll show you next. We will make the battery tray from angle iron and flat stock. We chose to keep the factory battery size for the build and used the old battery as a template. Cut lines are marked at a 45-degree angle for the pieces to be welded together. Using an angle grinder, we cut the pieces. After the pieces are cut, we use a 90-degree magnet to tack weld the angle iron together. This process is repeated a few times to form the battery tray. After all the pieces are attached, we can complete the welds. Welds are added inside the tray as well. To make the hold down strap, a piece of flat stock is marked in the dimensions of the battery and bent into shape. This gets repeated until all the bends are made. hold down fits the battery like this. This is how the battery tray looks attached to the motorcycle. Thanks for watching, and new videos will be added on Thursdays.